I used to be super nervous riding around traffic. So when I first started, now it's like, yeah, hit me. I don't even really care. I think that's called depression. I mean, I care to a point, but it's, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You can prepare for it, but weird stuff happens. Riding like that's not ideal to do in traffic. That's going to get you in trouble. Either from the police, let's double check, we're fine, or you're not going to be able to react in time when someone pulls out in front of you. Especially if it's roads you're not super familiar with. Kinda gotta keep your head on a swivel, right? Because even though you feel invincible, you're not invincible. And the funny thing about people driving cars is people driving cars look for cars. They're not looking for bikes. Even though you're there. So I like this loud exhaust. Does loud pipes save lives? I don't know, they might. Do they? That's a good question. I'd do a study on that, but I'm lazy. And I'm not buying stock exhaust and detuning this thing. It's all... That sounds like a pain in the butt. And you can implement a lot of the same skills like you do in a car. For instance, maintaining a good follow distance. Now, you'll be able to stop faster on a motorcycle. You'll be able to outbrake almost any car on the road. But still, you don't want to be riding up anybody's butt. You also definitely want to be predictable. You don't want to be jutting in and out of traffic, weaving through a bunch of stuff. If that's how you ride, that's how you ride. That's not how I ride. I'm not going to tell you to ride that way. I mean, you do you, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Some places you can lane split and lane filter if you want to knock yourself out. It ain't legal here, so I don't do it. Not to mention all these car people, they don't expect it. You definitely don't want to hang out in people's blind spots either. Like this car to my left, I don't want to really be there. And now I'm in this guy's blind spot. And now I want to change lanes. I'm going to pop my blinker on, take a look, turn, bam, now we're over here. We're even going to go one more. Did that one without my blinker. I never said I was perfect. I'm sitting here at the stoplight too. We need to check our mirrors. I like to be clutch in first gear, right foot on the brake, right hand on the throttle, ready for action. Keep an eye on your mirrors. Make sure the person behind you is going to stop, because if you notice, I'm over here in lane position 1. So if that guy behind me wasn't stopping quick enough, I'm going over there. Just right through them little freaking cars right now. And if you've been driving for any length of time, you know how these car people act. And I've already seen that white Beamer zip around all over the place, so I know that dude. He's gonna be a little unpredictable, which most of these things are, and especially now with distractions, everybody's playing on their stupid phone, trying to catch Pokemon or whatever they're doing while they're driving. Either that or trying to look at pictures of naked ladies. And I'm not saying don't look at pictures of naked ladies on the internet. I just save that for when I'm done riding, okay? But I think one of the biggest things you can do when dealing with traffic on a motorcycle is you just gotta get used to it. There isn't really a whole lot you can do about a lot of this. People are going to be dumb, and you're just going to have to put yourself in the best position to not be at the end of their being dumb. I'm not saying, just go jump right into it, too. You can kind of ease into things, Like, when I first started riding, I was strictly like a morning person. That was it. That's all I'd do. I'd go out on the weekends and in the morning. Usually I'd be home by noon because I didn't want to deal with traffic. Now it's like, meh. Want this van pulling out, watch intersections, things like that. Thanks for pulling in front of me and going super slow. I didn't want to change lanes because I didn't know what that Jeep was doing. But now we're going to go around this guy. And that's what I'm saying. People are going to be dumb. People do dumb things. Most of the time, they probably don't mean it and probably just weren't paying attention and didn't see it. It's not like there's a motorcycle, we got to kill. I hope not anyway. Unless you were flying, riding by them, flipping them off or something, or busting their mirrors, then you kind of deserve what you get if you're doing that. I can't really help you with that one. That's, if you're doing that, then it's one of the reap what you sow kind of things. And of course, I'm not an expert. I'm just some guy who rides around and makes stupid videos for the internet. So you don't even have to listen to anything I say. I just know I've been there before, and I'm trying to dole out a little friendly advice, And a good chunk of it honestly seems like common sense, especially if you've gone through the Motorcycle Safety Foundation course. And a lot of it kind of probably seems like common sense, but going over it again and again and again with myself too, just kind of helps me stay humble and kind of, remember the basics instead of flying around out here thinking I'm invincible. So it is possible I might have missed something. And if that's the case, there's some more traffic tips, or they might be the same ones in this video right here. And as always, y'all be good. See ya.